Oh man, yeah. Relax, Moto, relax. I'm like G Wiz. I shoot my shot, no miss. Let's take a shot, no sip. Casamigo and beer. Water on me, no fish. Real juice over here. La Yashrala, cheers. That chick feeling me, she near. Fuck it, we is lit. Let's cruise around and trip. You need my shine, you dim. Let's shout it with me, crib. I got that trophy here. Lot of damn bodies, limbs. And she gon' get my number and take off in the morning. I'm finna tag her. Like grocery I bag her. They say that I grab her. But oh no capture. Whoa, my cool full of laughter. What I'm sipping on hazard. She wanna play bastard. So I follow her master. Whoa, my whip is on Casper. My shawty all natural. Beat it like wrestlers. Woo. Like football, she tackle. To the bed like a napper. KO coming after. Put her eye like it's NyQuil. Whoa. But I'm just gonna zip it up, sip till I'm snoring. At the bar with a stop, but she boring. I got a shawty outside waiting on me. I can feel in her soul that she horny. Whoa. Give her that little weight, but she gorgeous. But I say all these lanes they're approaching. So I gotta get free pen in motion. Rub her down with a G like it's lotion. Whoa. Yeah, I got my wreck up and you notice. I fight for the Lord, I'm a soldier. And I got all my clips with it loaded. I'm like G Wiz. I shoot my shot, no miss. Let's take a shot, no sip. Casamigo and beer. Water on me, no fish. Real juice over here. La Yashrala, cheers. That chick feeling me, she near. Fuck it, we is lit. Let's cruise around and trip. You need my shine, you dim. Let's shout it with me, crib. I got that trophy here. Lot of damn bodies, limbs. And she gon' get my number and take off in the morning. We up. I'm lit, but I'ma take off in a minute. I know where you stay, but she don't be up when I need her. Y'all wanna see like Coliseum. You was talking that tough in the DM. I thought you was bragging for real. Then I show you my tricks, all my skills. Whoa, I know what you want. You want something that's built to build. So I show you my ways. You like, this can't be for real. Oh, girl, like my gold, like my shield. She looking at ask what it is. I tell her it's King David Seal. She like hard brain getting drilled. I tell her for real, you'll learn more, you get in the field. I'm built for the kill, and all of these niggas gon' die cause they quills. Hold on. See, one thing y'all gotta understand, man, is the Lord is the ultimate father, man. You understand me? If you don't live by his laws and instructions, man, he gonna get the fuck rid of you, man. You understand me? He telling you how to live, man. The fuck you trying to be neglecting that shit, man? Good night.
You are now tuned in to the ISUPK, the Commander General Yohana. We the watchmen over our people. You understand? We taking over every block, every radio station, every social media platform. Black Watch.
You gotta start talking like this and that, you know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. Because, you know what I mean? Like, we go out and shit, we hit the club, and sometimes we can't even get in the club. Because it's like, you know, so many motherfuckers out in the front, they like, yo, you can skip the line if you pay $20. You know what I'm saying? The club getting real crowded. And yo, they can't fit no more. So many fucking girls in here, that them bros is busting out the door. Club getting real crowded. And yo, they can't fit no more. So many fucking girls in here, that them bros is busting out the door. Yeah, I'm getting my drink on. Yeah, I'm getting my drink on. I'm getting lit. Yeah, I'm getting my drink on. Headed out to the club, got on all my clothes. I gotta get in the tub, we about to get this shit lit. And you know that's right, we about to get this motherfucker crack in tonight. Oh shit, it's almost 12 o'clock. Gotta find my phone, I gotta pour me a shot. Gotta get my head right before I step in the club. That's right, the drinks be coughing too much up in the club. Now I got my head right, now it's time to flow. Hop your ass in this whip, if your ass gon' go. It's gonna be $30 at the door. I'ma get served and I'm gonna hit the dance floor. You can call me old school. That's because a nigga doing old moves. Come on, I'm doing shit that you can't do. That's right. Don't you wish you was me and you wasn't even you? Yo, socks in the air, they fucking everywhere. The girls going rah yeah. Socks in the air, they fucking everywhere. The girls going wild in fucking Delaware. Yeah, the club getting real crowded. And yo, they can't fit no more. So many fucking girls in here, that them bros is busting out the door. Club getting real crowded. That's right. And yo, they can't fit no more. That's right. So many fucking girls in here, keep it moving. Got the bros is busting out the door. Yeah, I'm getting my drink on. Yeah, I'm getting my drink on. That's right. Yeah, I'm getting my drink on. Come on. Yeah, I'm getting my drink on. Do it again.
Hey, yo, goddamn it. You see that girl with the big booty at the front? She keep looking over here. She's about to buy us a drink, goddamn. We gonna walk in this motherfucker with the boots on, with the braids in, the cat snapbacks, big ass jackets with the goddamn cover on them. We walk in this motherfucker with the shields on, goddamn keys swinging. We walk in this bitch passing out CDs. We about to shut this bitch down. Goddamn it, Josiah Wine. Goddamn it, RBI. Rocking this shit. Goddamn it, you already know. Delaware. We get this motherfucker. You better get the fuck out of here. You already know.
Captain the car.
Shit.
Captain Todd Ward. Captain Zah. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. You can stop the lights. That's right. Yeah, I wanna and thank all of y'all brothers and sisters that's in here right now, and I want to thank you for tuning in to Rude Speech, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with us right now.
Rude Speech.
That's right, we coming in hot. I'm Josiah Ward.
Isaiah Ward.
It's Captain Ariel.
Yeah, and we are Rude Speech, and you know. We are here. We got, oh shit. All right, now. All right, look, guess who just stepped in the building?
Who just stepped in the building?
This person right here that just stepped in the building, you know, they need no introduction.
That's right.
You know what I mean? This person called in and checked everybody about her name. All right? This sister right here, you know, she's a faithful watcher. You know what I'm saying? I want you to drop a bomb or whatever it is that you got out there for Zaria Love. All right?
That's right.
All right, we got Shakar Ward in the building. We got Gia Livingston in the building. We got Barack Wana in the building. Shout out to Canada, man. Shout out to OVO.
That's right.
Shout out to OVO. Yeah. So, before we get started, I got these pamphlets right here, and these pamphlets right here will give you some good information on how to fix your credit. And also, we have them in Spanish.
That's right.
Españolo.
Hable inglés.
Yeah, so let me turn it up.
Me no speaker.
Como repara su crédito.
Me no speaker.
Yeah. So if you need it in Spanish or you need it in English, I got you. We got pamphlets on identity theft.
Get my carito right.
Yeah, we got pamphlets on whatever it is. If you like to read books, we got bookmarks that could give you tips on how to
get your credit right.
Get your credit right. Work with a debit card, how to use that, how to get more credit conscious. Because like the more credit conscious that you get, it's like better because you know, like overall, like what's going on with your, like, okay, I'll give you an example. Like, say for me, right? Like my credit score came from a 532, and it went like my credit score now is like a 760.
Word.
Right, all the way across the board. Now the reason that it's like that is because my approach is different. Most high in Christ, my approach is different down about credit. So like if I go and apply for something, I'm conscious of what is going to happen to my credit score,
right,
and like what they're going to do to give me that credit card. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm more credit conscious, and that's what we want to do for every brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't get the credit repair, you can at least learn some of the things I could teach you on the side with getting your credit and just being credit conscious. All right,
that's right.
Because that's how we're gonna be able to take back the kingdom.
That's right.
All right, we got to do it. All right. All right, Zaria Love. All right, Yediah. Oh shit.
Oh shoot.
He the Sunday warrior. Could you drop a bomb for Yediah, please?
That's right. I had it here for you. They doing Glenn Levitt commercials because
he totally ain't out the game because he can meet us down here in Delaware tonight.
Oh, word.
Right, you can meet us down here tonight.
That's right.
I'm gonna post a comment.
That's
all right, so you can meet us down here tonight.
That's right.
All you gotta do is, make it happen,
That nigga deep in the bed.
right?
He literally in the mattress.
All right, we got Zarai, UBKI, Zarai Bakar. I see you, man.
What up, Zarai Bakar?
ZBZ.
Zarai Bakar, he's dunking on niggas, I see. I don't know what's going on.
Splash.
I don't know what's going on.
Splash.
Mm.
Splash.
Buckets.
Is he,
Every
is he-
time.
I've seen some shit like Michael Jordan.
Nothing but net.
Is he really like Michael Jordan?
I think he a little better.
Yeah.
I think he on the level.
What?
I think if it wasn't for his ankle getting broken in high school, he would have been past all them niggas.
I'm trying to get his sneakers. He got some sneaks. Zarai Bakar, do you got some sneaks, man?
They call the ZBs.
The ZBZs.
The ZBZs.
You shot
I
him
got a
up.
Z and a B on the side instead of.
Yashawam. Yeah, Yashawam Yala. All right, Yashawam Yala from Hempstead.
New York.
Hempstead.
in the building.
Hempstead. All right, I see you.
ZBZ.
Yasham Yala.
Hempstead.
Yashawam Yala. Yeah, Yashawam Yala. All right, Yashawam Yala.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to get right into it because
Coming in hot.
we coming in hot. All right, so
Super
look.
duper.
Now, this cat, what is clout? I want to know. If I can ask that to y'all, what is clout to you?
It's like respect.
That's what it is?
Yeah, like you got that bro right there. He got clout. He known. He's what's the popular.
Oh, he's
You know what I
popular.
mean? Not just popular, but he got some respect with that. Like, you know what I mean?
So if I make Cap, what's clout for you? What's your definition of clout?
Influence or power, especially in politics or business.
So
I guess that's pretty much that's like the textbook definition.
Yeah.
But I think now clout I think the term clout has transformed into the ability to gather attention. Or somebody who has a lot of attention, has a lot of eyes on them, has a lot of respect. But respect, I say the respect because respect that is isn't built on much. Just easy gotten respect, easy gotten fame. That's clout. Just attention.
okay, attention. Okay, kind of. All right, no sweat. All right, so I'm gonna play this video real quick. Let me see. Let me bring it up. Bong. Let me see. All right, so
That's
I
like
want
a social media 2021 definition.
All right, so I want this cat right here, and I want to know how far is clout going today? How far is it, and how far are we willing to go to get clout? All right, so I'm gonna play this video right here real quick, and here we go.
Okay,
Hold on. Can you
we
mute
have
the
to
mics?
admit, this is pretty gross. Late last week, these videos surfaced, which show a worker at a Subway restaurant in Rhode Island placing food on the floor, stepping on it repeatedly before putting it back on the counter. In another video, he does it again, but this time, he's walking on the food while it's still on the counter. And far from being ashamed or trying to hide who he is, notice the huge watermark containing his username. But the grossest / most disturbing video he posted is this one, where he lays out the store's cold cuts on the restaurant's toilet. It's unclear exactly why he did this. TMZ speculates it was for attention to his rap career. He even calls out Meek Mill by name at one point. But in another video, he rants about the minimum wage and takes money from the cash register. After these videos surfaced, he of course was fired. Subway told TMZ they take health and food safety very seriously and don't condone any behavior that violates their strict policies. Okay, we have to admit, this is pretty gross. Late last week, these videos surfaced.
Okay, so this is what I want to say. Remember back then when somebody was opening up ice cream and licking the ice cream and putting it back in the freezer.
Remember Boom Gang?
Boom Gang.
Boom
All
Gang,
types of
man.
crazy stuff.
What was he doing, sir?
Boom Gang. He was a nigga that was like going into convenience stores and 7-Eleven and shit, and just
Just
knocking
doing crazy
everything
stuff,
over
yeah.
and just throwing shit at people. And just doing vandalizing the whole store
Matter of fact,
on camera.
If I might, sir. So do you think that? Okay, so what do you think about this? Is this clout? Is this where we've become?
This is this brother trying to obtain clout. I guess really what it is people so desperate to get out of their situation, or so desperate for fame, so desperate for stability, so desperate to be rich and famous that they're doing what they have to do to gather the attention to get it. And I think so many times we've seen people do crazy things and
and get enough attention to make money, get enough attention to flip it into a rap career, to flip it into being a comedian, being this, being that. And that's all this brother's doing. Because so many people did it before. Like the classic example is 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is a person that was just doing whatever he had to do to gather attention. And it's a level of ambition that's unhealthy. It's one thing to be ambitious and be willing to work hard and do what you got to do to get to a certain spot, so you can be famous, so you can be rich, so you can be successful. But then there's another level of ambition where you're willing to do anything. Right. You're willing to get on a TV or get on the internet and embarrass yourself, lose your job, act a fool, give it all your integrity. What's wrong with y'all? To be famous. And that's what his brother is doing. He's desperate to be famous, desperate to be famous, and he's just willing to do what he got to do, even if it's act stupid and lose his job. Or he just over ambitious.
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy. So what do you think about it?
I think it's dumb as hell, but unfortunately nowadays the dumber stuff you do, the more people you're gonna get to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like you like we talk a lot of good stuff all the time. You don't see people liking our channel. You know what I mean? You
That's
don't see people.
Why you say that?
I'm just saying it's facts. You know what I mean? Is much good stuff that we talk. We should have way more people follow.
But maybe we haven't. What's the word? We're working hard but not smart.
Not even just us. I guess I definitely know what you're saying.
Yeah, I got you.
But I'm not just talking about us. Like, I'm talking about UPK.
But my point is just going out there and saying the right thing doesn't automatically mean people gonna listen to you.
Right. That's what you're saying. And this what I would like, just and both of y'all said some heavy responses to what we're talking about. Now, me myself, all right, I would rather have $5 million with no fame.
Real shit.
Okay, I like straight up, like if I had $5 million, right? I would tell Captain Orion, I would tell you, I would tell, Mataza Pa, I would tell Captain Nakai, Captain Ty Ward, and the generals, right? I wouldn't tell nobody else. Because why would I want to have somebody that could potentially plot on me? Or potentially, come at, like for the bread, like come up for the bread. So I would rather have that. That's the ultimate good shit. So I get from the language.
Yeah, the goal is
like,
to be rich.
Rich without no fame.
Nobody hawking you down. Nobody caring. Just living through life. But you can do whatever you want to do because you got all that money.
So look, I'll still be in my crib. You'll still be in your crib. You'll still come out the house. You'll still go to the mailbox like everybody fucking else does. And you'll just have $10 million in the bank. And nobody would say anything.
Yeah, it wouldn't be nothing different.
No family members with any operations. Nobody got to get their leg attached. You would just have $10 million that we could figure out what we wanted to do.
And the crazy thing is, we talk about it like it's like a fantasy or I wish type shit. But it's so many white people out here that is doing it all the time. That is just rich as hell, and just living their life, and you would never hear about them.
Still wearing penny loafers.
Cap, you better stop it right now, Cap, because you going in.
But if you go to their house, you would think, damn, he must rap. He must
that's facts.
Be a drug lord. He must do something to where everybody knows his name, but he doesn't. He's a fucking dentist.
Like that's
he owns real estate. He's a stockbroker or some shit. You would never know who the hell he is. But he's living an amazing life quietly. And that's what niggas should aspire to.
They should. They should. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look at the NFL players, and I remember they made a big deal out of the one bull who kept the same car that he had since he was like in high school. You know what I mean?
You talking about Kawhi?
I think no, in football it was on.
I'm pretty sure you talking about
Kawhi. Kawhi probably did the same thing, but they did it on what's that show that comes on HBO?
You talking about Hard Knocks?
The Hard Knocks joint. And they had the one bull who just came in the league. You know what I mean? Got a big old check. And he was like, "Nah, I'm trying to room with such and such." You know what I mean?
He's trying to save.
You know, I'm saving my money. I'm not spending it. They was clowning him because he was coming to the camp with the same old beat up. No, that car was beat up. You know what I mean? Different color door and everything. You know what I mean?
Word?
Yeah, kind. And I was like, "Yo, that's how it should be." Because when you think about it, like you look at these white boys out here, man. Like when they got that bread, they still wearing that same old goofy shit. You know what I mean? They ain't out there trying to make sure they got the flyers.
Trying to pull up in the Rolls Royce.
They ain't trying to put, nah, man. Some of the richest boys still rocking penny loafers. You know what I'm saying? Still dressing weirdo. You know what I mean? They ain't out there dressing all crazy like how we got to flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? We got to show that we got that money.
I don't really think there's anything wrong with dressing nice. So like,
no, I don't either.
Nor do I think anything's wrong with driving a nice car. But I do know there's a difference between wanting to be famous. There's often a difference between wanting to be famous and wanting to be rich.
Yeah.
And many of our people, we just want to be famous. We don't want to be. We think we want to be rich, but really we just want the perks of people everybody knowing our name. Especially all the women liking you. That's one of the main motivations.
Man, that's crazy.
The women liking you. Just the clout. That's what we want.
They want the clout.
We want the clout, and many of us want that. And we think we want the money and the riches, but really we just want to be known.
People think we got bread.
Yeah, we want to be famous. We want to appear to have everything in line
until you become famous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Then you become famous, and you're like, dang man, I just want to have the money.
And famous people say that shit all the time.
Right?
They say I just rather just not be famous. It seemed like it was easier. I feel like life was easier when I wasn't famous.
Right.
How like okay. I'm sorry.
One last thing, and I'm saying particularly black people, we focus too much on being a star and being famous and just doing the things that work. And like in other minorities in America, they just do the things that work and they have more money than us. Asians, even some of the people that come from like places like Nigeria, Arabs, these Indians, they just go to school, become lawyers and doctors, own businesses, and they have a lot more money than we do because they're not focused on doing the thing that's damn near impossible, which is being a successful rapper.
Right.
They're not focused on doing the thing that's damn near impossible, which is going to the NFL, going to the NBA. You're way more likely to get a PhD than you are to get an NBA contract.
Right.
You're way more likely to learn how to be an electrician, way more likely to become a lawyer, become a doctor, than you are to bust your ass and go to the NBA. Right. That's not going to happen 9 times out of 10. But you could become a doctor,
right, and
making a substantial amount of money doing other things in life other than trying to be a star.
Ain't nothing wrong being a truck driver.
Nothing, and they get good
truck
money.
drivers make some good money.
Truck drivers get
learn
good
trade,
money,
man.
And we can focus on doing things that work,
right, instead
of doing the thing that is glamorous. Like everybody in the black community is trying to get that one thing,
right,
that only 10 people can have. Only 10 people can be the top rappers.
Right.
There's going to only be 10, 15 of them. And we all trying to do it. There's only a couple hundred people that's going to be NBA players every year. A couple hundred people that's going to be NFL players every year. And we all trying to do it. And it just makes as far as the numbers, it makes no sense.
It makes right.
Can you jump on for Cap's perspective, please? So, and this is what I wanted to say, before I start, Chicago War said, Isaiah is speaking facts. Facts. Barack Wahna said famous for people who want attention.
Right.
All right. 09, Lynn. All right. Shalom, Yahaba Shema Shabakatha. Checking in from Portland, Oregon. I don't know what the hell's in Oregon, but I remember I used to play the game called Oregon Trail. Yeah.
You gotta be old to know about that.
They got redwood trees and a hippie.
Just Starting Paint is in the building. I saw Just Starting Paint at the Passover.
That's right. Just Starting Paint.
Alayasha said, we've been poor for so long. Did I say it wrong?
No, he said all she was doing was just arting and painting.
Alayasha said we've been poor for so long. When we get a bag, we blow it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
you're right. Alayasha, you're so right, man, when you say that. Because look, check this out, right? Like, imagine having $100 million without no fame.
That'd be great.
You can move how you want. Like, you can still walk, go to the store.
Your family don't even know
what you want, right? like, okay. Let's Be real, right? And I don't want to take too much time up on it, right?
Okay.
But this is the way I feel. Okay, so say I got $20 million, right?
Right.
So say I got 20 million. Like if I start telling people, then people are going to tell other people.
They expect you, and they're going to expect you to give up some bread.
But not only that, right? But what I'm saying, I know that part.
Right.
But I'm saying, if I tell somebody, right, that they're gonna tell somebody that they cool with, right, that they expect ain't gonna say nothing. Then that person got somebody that they could tell it to that they expect ain't gonna say nothing. Next thing you know, you got niggas trying to figure out how to bust in my crib. Yeah. Niggas trying to rob me, or niggas trying to figure out a way to, kidnap me or something to try to get to the bread. So it's like the best thing to do is not to tell anybody
don't say nothing
that you got the bread once you get it, because the fame is like that. That's the part of like where like what Barack Wahna said, you just need attention.
Right.
You just want that attention from having the bread.
Yeah, because if you do certain things, it's a quick point. If you do certain things, you can't just say you just want to get rich.
Right.
Like if you want to be a rapper, you can't just say I just want to get rich. No, because there's so many other ways to get rich.
Right.
Other than being a rapper. That take probably less time, if not the same amount of time.
Right.
Why? If you want to be a famous rapper and get rich over being a rapper, you want to be famous.
Right.
If you want to be anything niggas do, they want to be seen. The sports is the same thing. If you want to make it in the NFL, you want to be famous. Because the only way, if you make it in the NFL, people gonna know your name. Like
you want to make it in the NFL and you want to be like primetime.
Yeah, it's not just money. Money might be a factor, but you can't just say, I just did this to make it out the hood. I just did this to be. It's more than that.
Because you can play in the Canadian League and still make some money.
And if I could, now let's say Captain Ariel is rich, right?
Right.
He's rich and famous. Soon as I see Captain Ariel, I'm like, Captain Ariel.
Hey,
Captain Ariel.
Hey,
Captain Ariel gonna be like,
I came for the struggle.
I went over to brother crib and just said, and I knocked on the.
Yeah.
You funny boy. Woo! Yeah, you funny man. Woo!
That's funny.
Yeah, he's funny as hell. Yeah, it's fake. It's because you're trying to achieve something,
right?
And you're using the fact that you want to achieve something at the expense of me,
exactly,
right? Giving you the attention.
Now,
so as soon as you be like, yo, Captain Ariel, yo, I say Joe. Yo, niggas be trying to talk shit, but they can't fuck with me because I move slick. Blah 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 blah. And Captain Ariel is like, he's like, he's listening to you. He gonna listen to you because he don't want to be. He don't want to be an asshole.
Right.
So
you done blow up now. That's what it is.
He gonna listen to you, and then he gonna be like, all right, man.
Yeah. Seeing rappers, that's not rappers, but I can see upcoming rappers rap to already famous rappers is the most embarrassing, degrading, awkward thing. Even I never seen it in real life, but it's just seeing it on my phone.
Right.
It's so embarrassing and so awkward to watch.
Like Jay-Z.
Because like it's just random. Is really okay. Yeah, he's famous, but he really just a random person.
Right.
That you think got some type of power.
Right.
And you want to just show your whole ass for a chance, and he's not going to do nothing for you. And half of the rappers don't have the ability to do anything for you. You rapping an NBA YoungBoy. NBA, he gonna give you a deal?
Yeah.
NBA YoungBoy know how to rap and smoke weed. That's what he know how to do. He know how to smoke the blunt, go in the studio, rap, come back out, smoke the blunt again, go back in the studio and rap. You going to these niggas like they know how to get you connections and write a record contract and know how to budget something for you and get you straight. These niggas is workers.
Yeah, it's funny because this is how you know folks don't want to be rich and they rather be famous. There was a big thing not too long ago, wasn't it? Where it was like, would you rather have $500K or a dinner with Jay-Z?
A few niggas were saying Jay-Z.
I'm Jay-Z.
Jay-Z gonna show me how to get that $500,000.
You don't want to be rich. You don't want to be rich. You want to be famous.
Bullshit.
You know what I mean? You just want to be you want to be around fame.
Yeah.
You want to be around somebody that's so famous that you think you get exactly the clout. Just so you can be on Facebook like, I had dinner with Jay-Z. You rather say that than it had $500K. Yeah, I had dinner with Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? We sat, talking shit.
Jay-Z ain't gonna tell you nothing you couldn't learn otherwise.
Yeah, I'll take the 500K because with the 500K you can have
Do a whole
some.
lot.
I'd take 5,000 in a grape soda.
Right, you could take that 500 grand and buy you some real estate, right? But with that real estate, you can have a positive income of at least 10,000 a month or 20,000 a month.
Shoot, I'd take 2K in the Wild Wild Hoagie.
Yeah, you got 20,000 a month. So when you got positive, 20,000 a month, 15K a month,
Right.
that's good. Because you figure in a year, just imagine what you could do off of what most people live off 40 grand a year, right? 50 grand a year. Imagine what you can do with another 100 grand a year.
God.
You could actually take that money and actually live off of it.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to go stupid and buy, Gucci and buy all that dumb shit.
Right.
Now, that's it. That stuff is fine. You know what I mean? Like you want to get, you want to get you some Dior shoes, or you want to get, you can get that stuff. You can get an Escalade. But the thing is, the point is to have all of that and without having the fame attached to it. Because let me tell you something. I seen a video where Justin Bieber called the police. He called the police because the paparazzi was following him, and they was like he was trying to weave through traffic, and they was weaving through traffic too.
Damn.
They was weaving through
That's how
traffic
they
too.
killed Princess Diana?
Yeah, and they was on him, and they was trying to see trying to get anything on him, and he called the police, and they called the police, and the police told him, "You're a celebrity.
Damn.
What you expect?" So it was nothing.
Punk ass, bitch ass, crooked ass cop.
Right. So it wasn't nothing that he
you
could
had
do. It wasn't nothing that he could do because he was a celebrity.
Right.
So being a celebrity, I believe, is a downfall. So what is clout? So the clout part is like we digress to a point where we just want to be famous,
right?
Without the bread,
yeah,
nigga, you hustling backwards, nigga.
Yeah. I think niggas think they want the money too, but really they just want the fame,
right?
Mm-hmm. That's why you'll have a nigga go in there and plank on the damn donuts and
he just want to be seen so bad.
Right.
The one boy that was stealing cookies, wasn't he? Just going up in there and stealing cookies?
Right. You'll have the woman on TikTok like just showing her whole ass cheeks,
right?
Because she wants the fame instead of the money,
right?
Right. You got a wet pussy and a dry purse. You hustling backwards. You hustling backwards, man. Right. Yo, none of y'all Oregon Trail, right? I remember that. You old.
Yeah, we old, man. It is what it is, man. That was life. When you walk through, it was like
I kept getting stuck at level 5.
Yeah,
Oregon Trail.
You remember that, Cap?
I heard about it. I never, of course. I definitely heard about it.
That was in 3D by the time he came around.
You had to type it in and then to move.
Yeah.
All right,
that's the joke.
So I want to bring things up a bit, sir, if I may.
Yeah,
all right, so. Look, what we got to understand is this, right? Now, the time we're living in right now, we got to understand that this time that we're living in, it's a time that the Lord is creating for us. And this time is just to show you that what we thought we wanted, it's not what we wanted.
Right.
Right? Now, we wanted Joe Biden so goddamn bad.
Damn.
Right? We wanted Joe Biden so bad that we just wanted to get Trump out of, Trump is looking real good now.
Yeah.
He looking real good right now.
Trump really wasn't doing nothing.
But
he was giving.
Right. He wasn't doing anything in comparison. But goddamn,
he was giving out bread.
I was in the slavery. They was like, damn, I should have voted for Trump. Right? Because
I was watching the insurrection the other day. That shit's hilarious.
Trump wasn't changing a whole bunch of shit.
Right. He wasn't changing anything. Right? They got the whole mandates. Yeah. Now they in my slavery talking about, look, we got to get the booster shots. I was like, told them, I think that's what I'm gonna be.
Damn.
That's a little bit much.
So like, that's what I'm gonna be.
Another one.
It's gonna be Tazaiwan's hot dogs. I'm gonna be selling hot dogs now. From now on.
How many you want?
I'm gonna be selling.
How many you want?
I'll be selling hot dogs for now on.
You gonna see a hot dog stand up outside the slavery, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I am not getting a goddamn booster shot. All right, so
yeah, I ain't doing that booster shit.
This is the thing, right?
Booster?
All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Slacky, sir.
No,
all right. Shout out to Tazalaya. She said she used to love Oregon Trail. Please, could you drop one of Clues bombs for Tazalaya, please?
On the
all right, bro. Rock Manad. All right, she said just started paying. Okay, she hollering at the sisters in the chat room. All right, so we got sisterhood, all right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need Hebrew Academy for the sisters, man. So the sisters, you know, the sisters gonna be like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this.
I just wanted to cook.
We need Hebrew Academy for y'all too, all right? But the sisters showing that, you know, it's some sisterhood going on. All right, Most High in Christ.
Few sure need to go out there and get some biscuits. Not the ones on this show. The ones that come on this show, they're good ones.
Yeah, we got
the
some
rest of
good
y'all
ones.
dirty motherfuckers need to go out there and field.
All right, yeah. Tazalai, I did a great. I took a fine tooth comb and I combed through everything that's going on with the credit.
Yeah, the bifocal and tweezers.
I had the bifocals on, and you know, we're just waiting to see something back. You know what I mean? Like I'm like very excited to see when you get your you know, your update on your credit report. So you know, I'm waiting. You know, with all I'm all ears. You know what I mean? I'm just like trying to see what's up. You know what I mean? We got Captain Ariad coming for to get the bottle, and you know, so yeah. So hopefully within I think it's about maybe 5 days, I should be able giving you a call, sis. All right.
Grace.
She said yes. Hebrew Academy for us. All right. Yeah. I see you. I hear you now.
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
All right.
So niggas say to run up a hill 10 times.
Yeah. So okay. So Joe Biden, right?
Joe.
One thing I want to say before I show the video.
Joe?
We've been having a lot of issues with Karens, right?
Yeah.
It got to the point where we just call every white person Karen.
Basically.
Every white woman Karen.
Every white lady that's, you know,
that's
35
nosy.
and up.
Right.
35 and up. All right. So we've been doing it. And the problem is because we've given all our power to the oppressor, right? And now we given our power to the oppressor so much that, you know, we don't even have any, like anybody that's telling you to vote, any man that's telling you to vote is really like just telling you like, my manhood is gone.
Right.
It's this big ass sign, right?
Right.
So
help me.
This is the thing, right?
Help me.
We have to understand as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is that, you know, these things that happen with these Karen incidents is just always going to happen. So this particular situation I'm going to show y'all right now is a situation that happened. And it's just showing you that we're starting to understand that the oppressor is the devil.
That's
all
right.
right. So I'm going to bring it up right now. And you're going to see. This is ridiculous.
Mike,
all right.
You ready?
All right. You can get it.
So this happened on October 18th at 9 a.m. I have Karen's next door.
Mama.
I have Karen's next door.
Mama. No respect for nobody. Listen, y'all. Okay, so I'm recording.
We was burying my father today, and my neighbors came out yelling at us because the limos pulled up by their house.
Daddy's funeral. It's my daddy's funeral.
Y'all losing my daddy was the worst thing in life, and this is how we had to start our day off. I couldn't even focus on my dad's funeral because of them. I've lived here for years, and since the day I've lived here, they have harassed us. I'm so tired of this. Something has to be done to these racist-ass people. I never put my business out there, but it's time. Make this video viral, please share. We have never done anything to these people besides being black.
Y'all, they pick at me all the time.
We are trying to mourn our father, and this is how it started. The worst day ever. It was so bad other neighbors, which one of the people with their family member came out and defended us.
Come on, y'all, let's go. Let's go, y'all. Get in
I'm tired they write nasty letters to my landlord lying on
I
me.
got the video.
My mom was even telling, and she never argues. They called the police, and my landlord saying 15 to 20 people would threaten them. They made comments offensive like whatever ya go bury your dad, or whatever. Called my brother a he-she, or whatever it is.
So this happened on a
All right, so
I ain't gonna hold you. I hate the daggone.
Oh, you want to go ahead?
No, I was gonna say I hate the daggone when the computer be talking. Trying to.
That's a trend. It's a trend.
I hate that shit.
They type it in.
They type it, but then they don't even the chick don't even read everything that's there. Like
it's a text to speech.
Yeah,
get your TikTok game on.
I hate it. It's the worst.
That's real old now.
She be like,
"What's that robot talking to me for? I need a person to talk to me. I need a person. I don't know what is robot shit for."
You put it in there. I'm tired of I'm tired of your ass. They be like,
"You showing your age."
And she said, "Your ass, your ass." She put the whole word together. Like,
I need a person. This whole robot shit. I don't need this whole technology.
I need a black robot. one that knows slang terms.
All right, so let me ask you this, Isaiah Ward.
What's up?
What do you think about it?
I mean, look, I don't expect nothing less from the damn devil. I mean, that's just how that is, man.
Cap?
I'm usually not moved by anything, and I usually would take the stance what he said, like
Right.
this is what they gonna do. But this shit was fucking evil.
Yeah.
This shit was so evil that I don't even know these people, but I wish I was there.
Right.
I wish I was there that moment. I wish I was at the funeral and these was my family, and I wish I was there. So I could have said something at that moment,
Right.
Because it's so evil.
Yeah.
It's so evil because they don't have no mercy, like no mercy. They can't forget what happened in the past between the neighbors. They just don't give a fuck if the nigga dead. Whoever died, he dead. He or she is dead. They said the mom died.
Yes.
The mom died. They trying to stop at the house right quick with the funeral caravan.
Right.
And these motherfuckers can't just shut the fuck up for a second. Why they stop at the house before they go bury the mom?
Did they call somebody a he, she?
It was that's probably
See, that's why I don't like that daggone computer talking.
No. I think that's off the top. I said
Right.
But it was just so evil. It was like you don't have any compassion or any mercy in your heart to say, yeah, we might have some problems, or maybe I don't like what's going on right now, but I'm gonna just be quiet because it is a funeral,
Right?
Because they're just trying to pass through before they bury their goddamn mother.
That's ill.
It was just. I don't even understand the person that's complaining and threatening to call the cops and all that shit. I don't even understand why you even have the heart to do it.
Right.
Like, how are you so arrogant that you have the heart to step outside during the funeral caravan and say, "Yeah, there's too many limos in front of my house. Yeah, you gotta move these limos up." While they about to bury their goddamn mom. I don't even get it. I wish I was there. So
would you have laid hands?
I wouldn't have laid hands on them.
You just would have said a whole bunch of shit.
But I would yell. I would have convicted their spirits. I would have let them know that you are a piece of shit.
Right.
You are a terrible human being.
Right.
And you're a terrible person. That you so evil and you so vindictive, you so angry, you so self-centered and selfish that you can't even let a motherfucker go to a funeral if it inconveniences you.
Right.
You can't even let a motherfucker bury himself. You can't let a person bury their dead relatives.
Their mother.
Because it inconveniences you and what you got going on.
Right.
Yes. Like, if I may, like, they pulled up, like, let me stop at the crib real quick. I gotta grab something real quick.
Right.
They like, get them goddamn limos out of here.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
All these goddamn limos out here. Yeah, I know it's black. Yeah, I see funeral flowers.
Like, goddamn, you see the purple lights flashing.
You see
the orange flags on these cars.
And everybody in suits. What the fuck is going on? What do you think is happening? What do you think is going on?
What's this, the black mafia?
There's 3 limos and everybody in suits.
This BMF?
What the fuck you think is happening right now? He dead. You gotta just go bury him right quick.
I know what's going on. Yes, I know about you.
They like this. Get them cars out of here. Rock on the cops.
Like that shit. Like, I usually don't. Shit like that usually doesn't like as I always say, like on a certain level. Yeah, like the shit like that, I kind of expect it, but that shit is just
that's wrong as hell.
I don't expect it. It's that evil. I don't.
They went above and beyond.
It's so evil. I don't expect that.
Damn.
For me to have because from the video, it seemed like they had past beef.
Right.
From what the robot voice was saying.
Right.
It seemed like they had a past beef, And even outside of that, I wouldn't expect the motherfucker during the funeral to come out and complain about something.
Harsh.
During the goddamn funeral caravan. I don't get it. Because I would have had the heart to do it to another white person. I wouldn't have had the heart to be like, yeah, all these fucking limos outside my house.
Like, what, somebody died?
I would not have the heart to do it.
One of your family members died?
Even if I was beefing with the white man ahead of time, or the white woman.
Right.
Even if it was my neighbor that was white and we was beefing and had issues ahead of time, if they came into their house and stopped by with the funeral caravan trying to bury their dead mother, I wouldn't have said shit about it. Even if it was convenient.
Unless I was trying to get out my
unless it was inconvenient. Even if it was inconvenience to me, I wouldn't have had the heart. I wouldn't have had the heart to be like, yeah, I know your mom died, but move these fucking limos out my lawn.
Like,
I wouldn't say no.
Let me go in between, because black people don't go in between caravans.
I would have had the heart.
Let me cut in between this daggone caravan.
It's just evil. It's just so evil.
Cap is right.
Yeah, that's wrong.
And these are the people that we voted for Joe Biden.
Right.
We voted to be equal with. We just love to be equal with.
Well, that's
we just love to just have the idea of us being equal.
Right.
Like our situation here in America is like, we vote because we feel like that is the way that we should go because of assimilist leaders.
Well, because
these leaders, their process of assimilation is that if we can marry into this society and we can prove to the oppressor that we have a soul. God, think about what I'm just saying. Like, hear what I'm saying. And we can prove to the oppressor that we have a soul, then somehow the oppressor will one day accept us, right? And then we'll be able to share in his power.
Well, we tricked ourselves, man. We got into believing that we wanted to vote. Like our voting was like it was bringing about change. You see what I'm saying? So it was like it was our civil duty. It's not duty, but our right.
No, you had it right. There's civil duty.
Right.
Duty is where it's at.
Yes, because let me tell you something.
You gotta do it.
Right.
Our
it's like, and you can vote, so can I.
Look, our civil duty, right? It's what I'm saying is this, right? Like, okay, so they say, okay, us voting is our civil duty, right?
Right.
But at the same time, when you like the person who's telling you to vote, right, which is a leader, right, of the black community, right? The black and brown community is telling you to vote. But who are they telling you to vote for?
Right.
They're telling you to vote for an oppressor.
Right, your oppressor.
Who's not a part of your nation.
Not at all.
So that in alone is effeminate. It's a ideology that says we don't understand the power in ourselves, but we do see the power in another nation.
Well, that's because he's a spokesperson.
I think if you believe in America, you're supposed to believe in voting.
Right.
It's just like the indoctrination. It's the religion of being an American.
Could you drop a bomb? Could you drop a bomb from
the voting or the right to vote is such an important part of it that it is like a duty. It's like if you're really an American, you're supposed to do it.
Supposed to.
And if you're not doing it, you're really just not. You're not doing your part as an American to decide who is in charge and decide who should be in charge and who should not be in charge.
Right.
And but the problem is, it sounds good in theory that we vote for who's in charge and who's not. And if somebody is doing a bad job, we vote them out. If we think somebody else can do better, we vote them in. It sounds good in theory. But in practice, it has not worked, especially not for black people.
It's still the same hood.
It's still the same shit.
I hate the voting.
Can't stand it. I can't stand it.
I hate voting. I hate it because what it is a illusion of inclusion.
Right.
They act like you got the complexion for the connection, and you don't.
The complexion for the connection.
Like General Muhammad broke this down, and I'm not going to go too deep into it. But General Muhammad broke it down when he said that we don't understand the voting process.
Right.
We don't understand the super delegates and the delegates and the pledge delegates and the closed primary elections, all the different variables.
All the shit you can do to put who you want in office.
Yes.
Right.
We don't know that.
Want.
But what do we do know? What do we know? We know rock the vote.
Damn.
We do know vote or die. Right? We do know let freedom ring. Damn. Right? We do know all of that, right? The hashtags,
freedom ring.
Right? We know that. We don't understand the voting process.
Right.
And so what America understands is that we have to give these niggas the illusion that they have a say-so in who's going to be the president, because if niggas don't have an illusion of inclusion, right? Of who the president, or they have a say so and who the president is going to be, then they know that niggas is going to pick up.
I think niggas forget how white the country is. I think we forget how white the country is and how the politicians in place gotta appease all these white people. It's a bajillion of them. Shit like that. We're called minorities because the white people are the majority.
That's right.
And the people who are politicians, your presidents, your senators, your mayors, they have to appease the majority, at least to a degree, at least. Right. They got to do something for them. They got to do something to please everybody. Mm-hmm. And in the black community, we want things that are extreme. We want reparations. Mm-hmm. We want every black person gets money. We want revitalization. We want huge change in our communities, and that doesn't happen because many people in the majority will not stand to see it happen.
Right. Can I say something? Sorry. Can I say something? If I may say,
you damn near can't be mad at a politician. One thing, you damn near can't be mad at a politician for not making big change in the black community, because if he does, there's some white people that'll be very mad about it, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that they gave us reparations, and they just fixed the black community. They just gave us all the money and power and wealth that we asking for. There's a lot of white people who will be in the uproar about it. So they got to do things that kind of are overarching.
Right.
And that's why politicians never can give you a straight answer about anything. Right. That's why they always just, tiptoe. If you give them the direct question on certain topics, they kind of tiptoe around everything. Mm-hmm. And that's why they never do what they promise. Why they can't do what they promise, because if they do what they promise, if they do the big thing that you're asking for, there's a group of white people that'll burn the country down.
Right.
Because they are the majority. They are what they are.
So.
Go ahead. Because he brought up a heavy point.
Hold that point. Yeah. If I could, sir, you're right. Because politicians are here to protect what their ancestors left them, right? And that is white supremacy, right? Now, they're not going to give no reparations to anybody that is a so-called African-American or Hispanic or anything like that, because one thing that they're going to always protect is they're not going to let any wealth get transferred over to black hands. You feel what I'm saying? Because if that happens, then that means that they won't survive, and they will protect white supremacy they will protect white supremacy until the death. Because white supremacy is their survival. You know what? And if they let us be able to overcome white supremacy, then that would mean that their very survival is at a detriment, and they're not going to let that happen.
It's crazy you said that, because this week I was watching the insurrection. You know what I mean? When they stormed the Capitol, right? And they did not fight them folks. They didn't stop them folks from getting in the Capitol. And they definitely could have.
How they going to fight them people that's coming in there?
They could have prepared for them like they prepared for us.
I don't think they didn't know they was coming.
They didn't. No, I mean they knew.
They knew they was coming
because Trump was saying a whole bunch of stuff prior to that.
Prior to
that
how
whole
far along?
All right, this dude was tweeting. People was getting on planes. Like, you gotta understand this. Like,
tweeting saying what?
Come to the Capitol. We got to fight for this.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna push it like this. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Only reason I'm pushing back on this because brothers have a tendency to say things that aren't true because it aligns with what we believe.
Well, here's what I thought.
I get it. But just because it aligns with what we believe or it helps our point doesn't mean it's true. So my point is, I can read a tweet from a congressman that says we're gonna take the country back. Some January 6th. That's what we're gonna take the country back January 6th. I can read a tweet from a motherfucker that said that if I'm in the CIA or the FBI, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna throw a brick in the Capitol. But that just means the vote gonna come in and Trump actually won. Or my point.
We talking about this country, right?
My point is there's a lot of shit that doesn't mean what we think it means. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you on that, right? But here's what I'm saying, and I get you. But they were so unprepared. They was extremely unprepared.
No goods.
Like they had nothing. And the fact of the matter is, these people were getting on planes, man. They were packing planes with people coming out there to the whole to what Trump was saying. Trump said, come on out in numbers. And they came on out in numbers. And the FBI, none of them, you mean to tell me they ain't looking at the planes and saying, damn, there's a lot of people that's coming.
I'm sure they knew something, but I don't think they knew enough to have, the National Guard out there already.
I think they should have. I think they should have, because they didn't know enough for us to know they should have had the National Guard out there already. You see what I'm saying? They didn't know about us, what we was going to do. You see what I'm saying? But they sure enough did have them folks out there for us, but they ain't had them out for them.
But even when niggas riot, they have it the next day. They don't have it the day.
But we ain't rioting. We coming out there in peace.
You can't say all that.
No, in most cases we are coming out there in peace.
I'm just saying. I'm saying when they had the nigga riot, right? When they had the nigga riot, it was successful. They was burning down in Minneapolis. They was burning down fucking police stations and everything.
There was white folks that was doing that.
But my point. Okay, there was white folks doing it.
Yeah.
But my point is, when other people riot, they also are unprepared. Meaning it's hard to stop a riot before it happens. A lot of times. This is my point.
I would say now here's where I agree with you, right? This is where I agree with you, because I did not believe that they was going to storm the Capitol, right?
No, who the fuck was
nobody believed that.
That's the thing.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? When they started storming the Capitol, and like I just was watching this documentary. I'm a documentary dude, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was just watching this joint. What was crazy about it was how they was thinking like, dang, they can come in here, they can stop this whole thing, and then Trump can come in here and take over. And it'll just be he can just become president all over.
I think in their mind, that's what they thought was going to happen.
They really thought this was going to happen. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, if you really thought that this was going to happen, or you feared, then you react. This is your reactive state. You see what I'm saying? Not proactive. You reacted and saying, dang, this can really happen. You see what I'm saying? Y'all was kind of late and
when you say that this can really happen, who are you talking about? I'm
talking about that's how the politicians was really thinking.
Okay,
because
in that moment, yeah.
They was trapped in there.
In that moment, yeah. But the rioters wasn't. The rioters was just rioters. They wasn't. They had no guns and nothing.
This last one that I seen, like I didn't think it was all deep. I was laughing at the John. Like when that thing went down, I was laughing. But I
think in the grand scheme of history, it wasn't that. It was niggas. It was just busting windows. And
man, nah, you gotta watch this last one. This documentary. I gotta bring it up. I'm gonna bring it.
Maybe because I ain't watched the documentary, so
let's do it Friday.
This one right here details made you see how serious it actually was, and even still, he not being like what he got. He got impeached, but even still, like folks died. He didn't get impeached.
No, he didn't get impeached. No, he can come back in 2024. No,
sorry. Is that why I said we don't understand the voting process?
Right.
We don't understand that either.
We don't understand that. Nah, we don't.
Impeaching.
Right. Yeah. He didn't get impeached.
No, because I'm saying he definitely got impeached, but you don't understand it.
Well, he got impeached.
He definitely
got impeached. Being impeached is like being indicted.
Right.
So it's like if I go or being booked or being charged with a crime.
That's basically what it was.
But being impeached doesn't mean you are barred from anything or thrown out or anything.
So he can still come back.
Right, he can still come back.
Yes, he got impeached, I think twice or some shit. But being impeached is only, like I said, it's like being charged with a crime. Or it's like being indicted. But being indicted or being in charge with a crime doesn't mean you're convicted.
Right.
Once you get impeached, that's when you go before the Congress and have a trial.
Gotcha.
To see whether or not you should be barred from being able to take office again.
Well, if he can run again, he definitely can run again. After I watch it, he probably gonna get.
I was out somewhere. Where the fuck I was at?
You see how many? It was a lot of motherfuckers out there, man.
PA. I was out in. I figured where the hell was that? Maybe Phoenixville. I think it was Phoenixville. And then they had Trump 2024 or something out there. I mean,
Yo, go ahead.
That motherfucker might come back.
Yo, watch it on HBO. It's on HBO Max.
I think
it's like 4 hours insurrection, something like that. I forget what it's called. But watch that, John. It's crazy.
And I think we're about to see who the real devil is, which is Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is definitely, man.
I'm telling you.
Didn't he do something with community colleges recently?
Democrats.
I was gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. The last story, but I got one more story before the last story. But
don't forget about your boy.
Okay, so we want to go to Joe Biden. All right, let's go to Joe Biden. All right, I'm gonna go to Joe Biden.
What Joe Biden do?
All right, so Joe, because of his mandates.
You talking about Dave Chappelle?
Well, that Dave Chappelle one.
I'm talking about the riots, the protests. I mean, shit.
Yeah, the
walkouts.
I was talking about
Eddie. I know you talking about Eddie. Sit around Mrs. Star.
Okay. Family Matters.
Oh, we're gonna go there. We'll go there. Two more stories. All right.
Can we go there first?
What?
Sydney Star shit first.
All right. 1 second. Let me get it.
Eddie.
All right.
Eddie.
All right. So let me go here. Hold on. Hold on. So like,
you gotta pull a whole video about the City Star. We're just talking about right now.
I did want to bring it up though, because it'll. Hold on.
This video about the chick. I mean, the dude, homeboy.
I don't think you sent me a video about that. I
thought I did.
I don't think you sent me nothing about City Star.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right, sir.
But nobody. Why would you?
That's still crazy.
But I think everybody saw it, so we can just.
All right, no sweat. All right, so Sydney Star.
We ain't the news. We just commentate.
Yeah.
What's the nigga name?
Eddie Winslow. I don't know his real name.
It's real.
That's all I know.
Eddie.
Eddie Winslow. Oh, look, Eddie Winslow transgender. God damn.
That's what you pulling up now.
That's all they known for now.
That's messed. Look at
that's his legacy.
Look at him. That's a daggone.
We don't even care about We don't even care about
Ergo, was that you? Is that you that put that up? Say, Ergo, some strange stuff was going on behind us. Somebody put that up. I think it was the car. It might have been the car.
Everybody talking about this nigga.
We don't care about Ergo no more. We care about
Eddie.
Eddie.
That's all we care about.
Eddie Winslow.
Man. Eddie Winslow. Not Eddie Winslow.
All right, we're gonna talk about it. All right, we're just gonna talk about it.
Eddie was a pimp on the show, man. He was getting girls on the show.
So Eddie Winslow, I don't know about Eddie Winslow, man. He was Eddie Winslow on Family Matters. Now I grew up on that show, and what could you really expect? I mean, on the show, he was beat up by a gang and he became a cop. Right? And then he became a cop, just a fuck nigga all the way, and now, he got this video that's coming out with him and Sydney Star, which is a man who is a transgender, and he's like basking in his eyes and all kinds of stuff. And he's like trending right now on social media because people are like, well, goddamn. Now, his pushback is the fact that, Sydney Star is his friend. But, nigga, if you had a homeboy...
He was saying they're his friends, and she was doing it because she's trying to get back on reality TV.
Right. So if that's a man, and that was your friend, would you do that with Mr. T? Goddamn it! You wouldn't do that. You would not do that with a man that you knew was a man.
That's crazy.
You know what I think it is?
I think you like him. Okay,
I think it's like you said before with the other brother with the in Subway. I think it's just for clout. That's my. I don't know if it's true or not. That's my.
So it's not. He not dating her.
My personal theory is that all this shit is for clout. Whether or not he actually having sex with him or not, I don't know.
Fact of the matter is, you talking about Eddie right now.
He trying to get some asshole.
I don't know what the actual implications of it is, but I know the reason that we saw shit like that. The reason that we saw those pictures is so that we can talk about him. Because he's trying to be on, because that cat may be trying to be on reality TV.
Right.
Reality TV.
Right. And
he broke as hell. Them Family Matters checks was slow as hell. So he's trying to find a way to get back out in the world, and this is great.
You're right, sir. Yeah, I agree with
that's
that.
my person. I could be wrong. He could.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
He just love the transgenders. He just love the manufactured GMO vagina. I don't know, but my personal opinion is that he is doing this in order to get back in the game so he can be on a reality TV show.
You're right. You're right. Look, it's no different. It's no different when
nigga did something.
Right.
Scale.
It's no different when Lil Uzi Vert put a diamond on his head.
Yes. All that shit is
right.
Shoot. Yeah,
recently, this is real nuanced shit. But recently, Lil Durk, it appeared Lil Durk and his woman broke up. I think he deleted his Instagram for like a day, and then she deleted all her pictures of him on her Instagram page. So everybody was like, "Oh, they broke up." And then the next day, the nigga like, "Oh man, we still together. This love can never be broken." Yada yada yada, little shit like that. So they do all the time to just
shit like that
for themselves.
Yes.
And they've been doing it before the internet. They've been doing it before the internet, before social media. They just do things to draw attention to themselves because the money they make is based off attention.
Right.
So you think this was Eddie drawing attention?
Me personally, I believe Eddie Winslow, whatever his real name is, was just doing this in order so he can be on reality TV. So he can be getting interviews. So he can be talk about him. Because last week, nobody gave a fuck about Eddie Winslow.
Nobody. Hawar said gay for pay. That's right.
Yes, gay for pay. He kissed that man in the mouth, and he was rubbing his ass, like whatever, for attention, so we can talk about it. Now, does that mean doesn't like transsexuals? That he didn't have sex with City Star? I don't know. But I know this shit is for attention. Me personally, it's my personal.
Right. But
Are you tricking tonight?
That's a great assessment because like he's saying, you know what I mean? Like he's doing it because he wants to get noticed. Like people who are celebrities, because they do stuff that they know poor people are gonna.
Yeah, because like you said, why would you take all them pictures with your friend? Why would you take all them pictures with your friend? If that's your friend, you kissing him on the mouth, you grabbing on his behind. Why, if that's your friend, why would you do that? It makes more. If he just got caught up in the hotel room, he got caught up with the police, the City Star was there, something like that would make more sense. But for you to do a whole video shoot, photo shoot, and we just happen to see the pictures, and City Star just happen to make some allegations. That seemed like y'all just coming together so y'all can get famous.
Yeah,
and get on
you
TV.
help me get famous. I hope you get. Yeah, help me help you.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
And I think the journal was saying a while ago. I think a lot of these people now are just going to be gay for pay. Like whoever on the chat said that. These motherfuckers.
Hawar said that.
Hawar. He said you just being gay for pay, just being gay for attention. Because right now, being gay or the whole anything surrounding the gay community is hot. Is a hot commodity.
That's retarded.
But he right.
That's retarded as hell.
Like that's
I could be wrong, but it's just my opinion.
Nah, you're not wrong.
No, you're not wrong, man.
I'm about to tear all this shit up. You're not wrong. You're right. That's what it is. Like Lil Nas X gets us every time.
Every time.
That nigga get y'all
every time. He got commercials getting folks.
He like, he
said y'all like you.
That's y'all. He might be getting y'all too. But he get niggas.
He get everybody.
He be like, he's gay again. The nigga told you he was gay 2 years ago. He told you he was gay 2 years ago. Every time he tell you he's gay again, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
He told you he gay fucking 2-3 years ago, and he do a lap dance. Oh, he gay. Oh my god.
I can't believe this dude. He doing this.
He told you he was gay 3 years ago.
Now he doing commercials with Elton John. God damn it.
He gets me every year.
He do all this shit in the drumroll controversy.
Right.
And we didn't know he was gay the first 5 times. Like it'd be crazy. Like all of this for attention.
Yeah.
That cat too. I'm not sure if that cat is like. I think he might be gay for pay.
Yeah, you're right though. He get me every year. So.
He's for sure gay.
He definitely is.
But I think for pay.
I think absolutely. I agree.
He's for sure gay though. So like.
All right, man. All right. All right, so all right, Karen's acting stupid. We know that.
Karen, stay.
All right,
Eddie out here smashing dude. What about the boy getting shot?
Eddie out there smashing dudes.
what? All right, so the last one. Let's do Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle or the then you say the bull shooting people?
Shoot, who's shooting people?
The Alec Baldwin bull.
Hold on.
Nah, don't worry about it.
All right, so this brother right here.
Yeah, they shoot directions every day. I mean, niggas die every day.
All right, so we'll end it out with this one right here. All right.
What about Dave Chappelle? What's this?
Man confronts wife.
Well, Dave Chappelle, you want to go to that one?
What is this? What is this?
This is the one where a man confronts his wife after learning she is the father of the 3-year-old
It's
daughter.
fake too, though. It's
It's
real.
fake?
It's not a real story. Unless you want to talk about it hypothetically.
Wait,
Okay. Oh, so that's not real?
That's not a real story. So like, I know a stage video when I see one. So like,
Oh yeah, stage. Okay.
and that happens every day.
He was very
Next.
unless you want to talk about it like for I think Dave Chappelle might be a little more.
father
Dave Chappelle would be better.
3-year-old
Yeah.
All right, so we go to Dave
came
Chappelle.
out
All
yelling
right,
at
no
us
sweat.
because the limo was pulled up by their house.
Hold on.
And I have Karen's next door.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me bring this up.
Cap said that story was fake. Man, they capping over
It's
there.
fake. It's fake.
A lot of
Why they so full of the? Why they so full of the? Say it with me. Cap,
Yeah, that's definitely a fake story, man.
So okay, all right, no sweat. I'm gonna go up to. Okay, here we go. All right, so all right, so let me bring this back.
And why he getting them stories up, man? I mean,
Get them lights up. Yeah.
get them likes up, man.
All right.
I mean, everybody like the joint, like the comment, like or dislike, it don't matter.
like and share. The problem with
Like and
y'all people that be on here every week, y'all don't be sharing enough.
Yeah, y'all need to share our content.
Y'all just be tuning in on Friday and laughing. You're not sharing or liking or nothing.
Other people like to laugh.
You supposed to tell your husband about it, your grandma.
Yeah, people depressed in this world.
Your wife, your sister. You're supposed to be telling everybody about the show.
Exactly.
You just sitting there just laughing.
Just laughing by
and
yourself.
reaping all the benefits of this amazing show. And it's not, and that's it. Help me help you, goddammit.
Yeah, going right out there looking at the joke. Just laughing by yourself, looking crazy.
Looking crazy.
All right, so give us a dislike or a like, whatever the hell you want to do.
That's
all
right. Give us something and share the
So-
content,
Just give me a
man.
like.
All right,
Share
so
React. I don't even care if it's angry. Just
Tell your
react.
friends.
all right, so this one is enraged. Netflix employees are protesting Dave Chappelle because he has gone up there and defunkled the LGBT.
These motherfuckers certified.
All right, so they're enraged, right? So we're gonna play the video right now. All right, because he defunkled their name.
This is disrespectful.
He besmirchified and he befunkled them. All right, here we go.
Why'd you breaking my sign? Why'd you breaking my sign? Don't have free speech rights. Don't have free speech rights of all of you. Oh, look, there's a he's got a weapon. He's got a weapon. Why'd you breaking my sign? Why'd you breaking my sign? Don't have free speech rights. Don't have free speech rights of all of you. Oh, look, he's got a weapon. He's got a weapon. He's got a weapon. He's got a weapon. Oh, you want me to drop my weapon? Yes. Get in the. There's my weapon. I'm not supposed anything. I'm just here to say that jokes are funny, people. Dave Chappelle is a funny guy. I love Dave. I don't know why all the violence. I don't know why all the hate. I just love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Hey, it's more They took my stereo.
My stack! My side, I need my poster for it. Back on the eyes. What is that little guy going?
Sound like you said X-Lax for us.
Oh, what that nigga was in.
Okay. So if I could, this is what's crazy to me. Like white people protesting, I could give a damn about.
Nah.
Like let them protest for that
All day.
right? But it just shows you that the LGBT community is very strong or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like when we get locked up in that, when we start to put our faith in that, you know what I mean? Then that's where we go wrong. Right, because the LGBT community is not for black people at all.
Right.
Right, it is a goddamn movement that uses the black, muscle. I guess you would say. Is that what it is? Well, goddamn.
I would say, just looking at this whole Dave Chappelle situation with this recent special he put out, I would say that the LGBT community is very strong, but it's not stronger than money.
Nope.
Not stronger than money and wealth. And Dave Chappelle, he went up there and did that special, doing a special that was, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, but doing a special that was, and people like people that in the eyes of people who are extreme, it wasn't super duper against the LGBTQ community. It was this pointing out flaws in their movement, pointing out flaws in their movement and making fun of it. And to people that are in that community, that's just extremely offensive and crazy. But it's somebody like me that just kind of like, it's just funny and it's just kind of like, it's kind of doing all you can do to speak against it without fully speaking against it.
Kind of kind.
But like I said, the LGBT community is strong, but it's not stronger than money. And the bottom line is that the people on Netflix, the people that run Netflix, did not take that show down.
Nope.
Let Dave Chappelle up because people are watching it.
That's right.
And it's funny.
Hell yeah.
People are watching it, and it speaks to what they already feel, which is that the LGBT community has too much power and influence, and nobody can talk about them. Nobody can speak against them. They feel like they're being bullied. Anybody that has any critiques or anything to say about them, or anything that's slightly offensive about them, are canceled and destroyed. And people don't like that, even if they don't say it outwardly, even if they don't say it publicly. People don't like that, and people are gonna go watch Dave Chappelle's show and laugh at it and agree with it. Millions of people are gonna like it, and they're gonna make sure they pay their Netflix subscription.
Damn right.
And the people at the top of Netflix know that. And I'm sure there's plenty of gay people at the Netflix that work at Netflix that are mad about it. And that's why they did that
X-Lax for us.
that's why they did that. That's why they did that walkout. That's why they did that walkout when they start harassing the guy that was for Dave Chappelle,
right?
Because they don't like it.
Right.
But Netflix knows that there's a good amount of people who want to hear Dave Chappelle.
That's right.
Who want to hear things that are not so cowering to the LGBT community. They know that, and they know it generates revenue. Because Dave Chappelle, his whole thing right now, at least, is that he cuts against the grain.
Right.
He doesn't say what you want to hear. Exactly. He doesn't say
more.
That. He's not socially correct.
Right.
He doesn't say everything that he's supposed to say. He says things that are slightly radical. And Netflix knows there's a market for it. There's a market for people who don't want to hear what everybody is saying. What they're saying on MSNBC and on YouTube, and everybody's saying about they just love everybody that's gay and just love everybody that's transgender. They know that Dave Chappelle's going to say something that's
now he is
slightly offensive or a little bit offensive, and they know there's a market for it, that people want to hear it,
right? Because
people feel oppressed. People feel silenced. People feel like they can't say what they want to say.
Right.
But Dave Chappelle can say what they want to say, and they can go on Netflix and laugh about it and feel empowered because Dave Chappelle is saying the same shit they've been feeling for years now.
Right.
Right. If I might,
so like I said,
Chappelle used to be
like I said, the gay community, the LGBT community is very strong, but they're not more powerful than money. And Netflix knows it.
That's right.
Netflix knows they can get money from people who don't all the way feel comfortable with the gay people. And they'll just fire all the gay people that work for them for it because they know.
Right. You can't cancel Dave Chappelle.
Nah.
Are you crazy?
Dave Chappelle, he made it kind of.
He's above being canceled, man. You can't cancel them. Look, the LGBT community is, well, I believe is just, like Cap said, is just they're not bigger than money.
They're not.
And they think they are.
Yeah.
But you are not.
Can't be.
You are not. And that's why the show is still up there on Netflix. Right. You can find it on Netflix right now. Nobody's taking it down because they are about getting that bread. Right. And they could give a goddamn about who you want to sleep with.
And all this controversy is making you want to watch it.
Right.
All this protesting and tweets and people mad at all this walkouts and all this shit is making people want to watch the Netflix special.
But right. You know what's crazy? What I be thinking about too, though, like Chappelle actually said, this is going to be my last, and for a while. He said for a while, and I think because he knew how much backlash he was going to get from the LGBT, because he already had backlash from his last
They're
joint.
predictable.
Yeah, he knew exactly what it was, but he didn't want them to think that he isn't doing comedy because of them. Yeah. So he kind of played the game ahead of them. Was like, I'm going to take a break.
And he proved their point.
Yeah.
They are proving his point. They're proving their point that you can't say anything against them.
You can't.
And we live in America. We're supposed to have all the freedom of speech and shit.
Right.
But as soon as somebody offends you, I can't talk.
Right.
You got to take my special down.
That's right, man.
That's right.
That's right.
He got a little. And
yeah,
that's
right. He got a little.
He got a little. He
knew exactly what they was going to do. And remember, remember he said, remember at the end he said he's not going to make another joke about the LGBT until he feels that they're laughing together.
And he see that's him playing. You know what I mean? He treading lightly. Like he literally did tread lightly, because then
he can't even.
He did a whole segment about the gay transgender comedian, you know what I mean? And even in saying that whole thing, he was like, but I'm gonna tell your daughter it was the greatest man I ever met. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell him your father. This is what we like. He said some things that was just
even,
like
black people got to start getting jacked up in that too.
That was kind of strong.
Yeah.
Because that's subtly spitting in the face of everything.
Exactly.
Because they believe it's a man that cut off his rod and become a woman is literally a woman.
Shout out to Sydney Star.
And they believe that cat is literally a woman.
Shout out to
Darius. And we just believe the regular people believe that it's a guy that cut his dick off.
Shout out to Eddie Winslow.
And now he says he's a woman.
Right.
That's right.
But in reality, like I said,
and you know what's crazy?
He cut his penis off.
And you know what's crazy? He killed himself.
That's the point.
A nigga that jump off the goddamn building is
that you cut your penis off.
He said he's a hard. Did he say some crazy shit? He was like, he's like, I know he was a man, because that's a hard thing to do. Like, you got to be a man to do something like you jump off a building.
Because the LGBT community, plus community, they try to get you to defy reality.
Right.
They try to get you to defy this human nature.
Right.
And you can talk all this stuff about, I transitioned to being a man, and there's a difference between what they say, the difference between gender and sex and all this old garbage.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, a lot of people that go through them transitions kill themselves. They're depressed. They regret it because it's defying nature. It's defying what's natural, the way the Most High want us to be.
You know, it was a joint that I was watching. I think it was a TikTok video. It was a white boy having an argument with a transgender, and he was like, "How old are you?" I think he told me about this too.
Yeah.
He's like, "How old are you?" And he's like, "I don't mean to ask your age, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. How old are you?" And she was like, he was like, I'm telling you. He was like, well, why don't you say 60? You know what I mean? Why can't you identify
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah. And that makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? Like you want to change something that really can't be changed. Like
they think being born with a rod and balls doesn't matter. Like you can just be what you want to be. Being born with a vagina doesn't really matter.
Shout out to well, I can't say that.
Shout out to the vagina. Definitely shout out to the vagina.
No, the other one.
Don't say that. God damn.
Because I gotta be down for the brothers.
Yeah,
but that pause.
Definitely pause. I'm glad you didn't say that.
Pause.
Anyway, that's the we are. I'm gonna talk about. You don't say that, man. Don't say that. I forgot the fuck I was even gonna talk about. Yo, whatever you do, don't say that.
I need my phone to work right now, yo.
Don't say that.
Whatever you do.
Shout out to the brothers who wanna be men.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my God.
And not a shout out to.
The point is, if you was born a man, you a man, and that's it. If you was born a woman, you a woman. You know you was born a woman because you got a vagina. You know you was born a man because you got.
Oh, so well, okay.
You got the other thing,
right? And because
and that's it.
If I may, sir, because we doing because we saying we might get canceled.
We might.
But what is it going to matter if we got 19 people watching the show and we got 11 likes?
Right.
What is it going to matter? Who gives a damn if we get canceled?
The rest of you 8 motherfuckers that ain't like, there's something wrong with y'all.
All right, man. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Salakia. We're gonna get out of here. We had a great time with y'all tonight. Napash Kaya came in here.
That's right.
Andrew Coley Childs said that Dave Chappelle knew he wouldn't get canceled. He probably laughed so hard about the rumors. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Said, Shalom, Lord of Christ.
He got a hard name, too.
Senator Bagabawa? Yeah. And Just Sergeant Payne said, y'all better hit that like button. All right, Just Sergeant Payne, did you hit it? Okay, you sharing it to your Facebook? All right, no sweat.
Shit like that.
Zaria Love said, Shalom, Lord of Christ. So, look, we're going to get out of here. And I want to encourage everybody, look, if y'all need any of these booklets right here, we got plenty.
That's right.
All right. If you want to learn how to get your credit right,
we got that info.
We got it in Spanish.
Send a brother your address. He'll send you some information.
Look, it says right there. It says.
That's right.
It says.
That's
Como recupera su crédito.
That's right.
Right.
Me no speaker.
In English, it says fixing your credit.
That's
all right. So we got them. If you want them, just hit us up. And I'll get it off to you, right? And
Rude and speech.
All right. So for all the brothers and sisters out there, look, I want to thank y'all for checking out the show tonight.
That's right.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in.
That's right.
And also, man, I want to thank y'all for being here with us when y'all could have been anywhere else, man.
Shit like that.
The club is lit right now. But with that being said, man, I'm Tazaya Wan.
That's right, Isaiah War.
It's Captain Aria.
And we are Rude in Speech, man. We're going to get up out of here. We're going to go out to Casamigos and beer.
Nah, man, your joint, man.
All right, we're going to go out to my joint. All right, no sweat. All right, we're going to get out of here. All right, Rude in Speech. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, like for real shit, not like real. This is a motherfucking dance song, man. Dance song. Type of shit you throw bands on. Type of shit you throw your mans on. Type of shit you, man, when you do it, it's this dance song, man. Yeah, real shit. UPK says I want. If you make the right choice, we can get in the win. If you make the right choice, we can get in the win. If you make the right choice, we can get in the win. Goddamn right, that. Yeah, we back again. If you make the right choice, we can get in the win. If you make the right choice, we can get in the win. If you make the right choice, we can get in the win. Goddamn right, that. Yeah, we back again. Yo, let's cut through the BS and give me your number. UPK. You know who I'm under. You're rolling with a priest. For the least, satin sheet. Make sure you feel the beat. If I ask you, are you single? And you say you got a man, I'ma have to dip set. Kill a can. In other words, I'ma have to scram. Basically, go home to your man. If you're really single, I can promise you this. If you make the right choice, we can get it a win. I can tell by your face that you're ready to win. We can take this shit worldwide from here to Berlin. Fuck that. Where you from, nigga? 302. Later on, you can show me what that Grey Goose do. As a matter of fact, it's all on you. This is chestnut checkers. Make your best move. Can't really dance. I got that fire on me. Gotta stay prepared in case a nigga ride on me. Make sure you solid. Don't switch sides on me. And don't listen to your girl. They trying to lie on me. Put her back on the wall, go ahead and work it out. Put her back on the wall, go ahead and work it out. Put her back on the wall, go ahead and work it out. Shorty, do what you do, go ahead and work it out. Make the right choice so we can get in the win. If you make the right choice so we can get in the win. If you make the right choice so we can get in the win. Goddamn right, Cap, yeah, we back again. If you make the right choice so we can get in the win. If you make the right choice so we can get in the win. If you make the right choice so we can get in the win. Goddamn right, Cap, yeah, we back again. If you coming to the school, it's gonna take you 6 months. Another 6 months, I can eat you up alone. And if you want the real, you gon' get it right now. When I'm out of town, you can hold this spot down. I know that you think that niggas is the same. Then you met me, that's when your life changed. Shit, you don't even got the same name. Nah, yeah, I guess the general's to blame. Put it back on the wall, go ahead and work it out. Put it back on the wall, go ahead and work it out. Put it back on the wall, go ahead and work it out. So they do what you do, go ahead and work it out.